Good morning everybody, welcome back to another video and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be attempting to go subsoiling with a major. But to do that we need to take the yard scraper off. We might need the A-frame on the front linkage, so we've got some extra weight on the front to stop it wheeling. So we need to take the yard scraper off. We need to go and put the bale spikes on, put a bale in the 3075, not actually in the cab but in the unroller on the back, and then we need to go get a subsoiler out in the field. A big concern is the leg of the subsoiler might be too long for the major to lift it clear of the ground to get through the stream. So we will have to put the subsoiler in the yard and back the major up to it and see if we can actually lift it clear of the ground and get through the stream or not. If we can then see if the major's got the power to subsoil. So stay tuned because we're going to give it a go. And it is a glorious, glorious day. Major. Bloody high. I don't think the Major's going to do that, you know. I think I need things off down here. Might be alright though if we can like crowd it right back maybe. Don't know, don't think it's going to work, you know, but we'll try. We'll try. Come on, drive. Go on, driver. Yay! Mind your tail. Mind your tail. 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 Priority. Got ball. Warm in it, belly in it. Warm in here. Well, I've just kind of got somewhere close, and as we can see, the hooks go higher than the balls. I'm not sure if I move that arm out here I'll gain any more lift, but we can certainly try. And then obviously when we pull it right over the top link, it's all going to twist back a bit, but quite whether it will give us the clearance we need, I don't know. But she's a fair leg on that, isn't she? She's a fair leg. Anyway, we'll give it a go. We'll see what we can do. Not sure about the ground clearance, but we're going to give it a go. It's on. So we're going to give it a go. We're going to see what we can do, see how far we get before we get stuck. Could be interesting. We've had our first technical problem because of limited ground clearance down there. The legs here won't drop out the bottom, so what I need to do is get the drill and drill through here and put a new hole in on both legs to hold the legs up. So that's what we're going to do. We get them drilled out and be ready to go then, hopefully. Right, I'm going to get the rest of these done and then we'll catch up down the field. And there we go. Both legs are now bolted up in the transport position. So we can attempt to get down the field. Now if we get stuck in any ruts, that's going to hit the floor. And I have done a check. And the case, the lift arms on the case only lift 6 inches higher than the Major. Bearing on mine, that's on 20.8 tyres, and the Major's on 13.6, so I'm on 13.6 36. The case is on 20.838 and it's only 6 inches higher at full lift. So yeah, see how far we get. Aircon mode activated. The doors have come off. So unexpectedly, Safi is now a mum. So Safi's given birth this morning to a lovely little calf. I'm not going to get too close to see if it's boy or girl, but I'm going to leave them to it. Calf's healthy, calf's been drinking. Now all we've got to do is shorten the top link on the Major so that the point digs in, and yeah, see basically how far we can get. How far we get is anyone's guess. I'm going to shorten the top link first anyway, because that'll be a good job done, and we'll be good to go. And that's pretty much as short as the top link's going to go, so we'll leave Safi and calf to it. I think Poppy protégés with Safi, having a little nosy. Poppy should be giving birth soon as well. But yeah, on with the job in hand. That's a big subsoiler for the Major, isn't it? Bloody good show. Let's go. Need 2 hands for this job. Got to keep on the link in. well, basically driving over where I've just lifted. One, it will push it down on the next pass a bit, and two, I can be closer together, so it's a bit hard trying to get loads of footage by yourself, unfortunately, but yeah, it's going in pretty deep, so I'm impressed. Not a lot of black smoke either, so happy. Yeah, gonna crack on, and I'm impressed. Well, we can see how deep she was in. We'll get the tape and have a measure of that, but unfortunately we've had to come to an unexpected stop. I have lost oil pressure. Anything below 1200 RPM and the oil light comes on. Now, I've had a look on the dipstick. I will admit it is low, but it is on the dipstick. But unfortunately, putting oil in this is a bit of a palaver, because with my wonderful cab, I need to tilt the cab back to open the bonnet to put oil in, or use a hose pipe, and yeah, so we'll let it cool down, but it's not hot on the gauge. No, temperature gauge isn't hot. I'm not saying it's right and calibrated or out like that, but last year we did rotivating for hours and she was sweet, so I'm hoping it just needs more oil in it. But it's not knocking, so that's good. Anyway, so yeah, how deep were we going in? What's that? Conservative guess, 19 inches. Yeah, 19 inches it was in. I'm happy with that. I'm still working on the trailer too. Oh, it's been too hot for that today. But I've got no choice now. I can't go to Major, so I'm going to crack on with that. Well, I'm very disappointed that I can't go subsoiling with a Major anymore, but join us again in another video when we're going to do a check of the oil pressure when the engine's hot and the oil light comes on, because we've ordered an oil pressure gauge. So it'd be interesting to see if the new oil pressure switch is actually working at too high a pressure for the tractor, even though it's meant to be the same and it's a genuine CNH oil pressure switch. It could be that it's calibrated too high for the tractor, so yeah, the oil pressure gauge should be arriving soon, so stay tuned for that. Well, we're in that cake. We're in that cake. We're in the red tractor, it's not the Massey. Yeah, so subsoiling again, because we haven't identified what's wrong with the Major yet, if anything, or if it's just a switch. And I thought I'd give you a little talk through what I'm doing. So I've got my depth control here set on number 2.5, I've had to put the cake, put the red tractor to stop the Massey in 4-wheel drive because it was wheel spinning. I have set my draft control sensitivity to number 4 for the depth for reaction, and I haven't altered the sensitivity there because I think that's for fine tuning, and that's draft. So we're working a mixture of position and draft, which is working quite well, and we need about 1300 RPM in this. We're doing about 1200 in the Major. This is comfier. It is comfier. It does have suspension seat and suspension cab, and I can film and drive this because it does it all for me because it's electronic. So we'll put the revs. That's the only thing I don't like. The revs are back here, but like in field, you set the revs and you go, don't you? So out there somewhere, and we are good to go. Controls are on the bottom here, so get to the end, press the big one just to lift the linkage, comes up automatically, spin it round, press the little red button to go backwards, little light on the dash comes on, watch out for any trees that are going to smash the back window, red button again, into position, it's a pretty straight, one button to drop, she goes down, and off we go. Now I know it is not the straightest line ever made, but it'll do, it's like 26, 27 degrees